welcome to Long's Toys. Today we're taking a look at this Batman Swamp Showdown 3-pack from Spin Master. Spin Master was recently awarded the DC license for action figures, so they have this 4-inch line coming out. And I've seen a couple pictures. My friend Corey, Frozen Stratus on Twitter, has been telling me all about it. He's super excited. And I thought they looked neat, so I kind of went looking around today, and I actually found this 3-pack at a Walmart. And neither he nor I knew that this was coming out. I hadn't seen anything about a Killer Croc pack coming out. So basically this Swamp Showdown has like a version of Batman and Robin. You can see they kind of have mud on their arms and legs, like they've been, pursuing Killer Croc through the swamp, which I think is a nice detail. And also, it's kind of a fun variant because there's going to be normal versions of Batman and Robin in the line. They have a 4-inch line of just single figures coming out as well. Should be sometime this month, depending on when stores kind of do their aisle resets and things like that. But yeah, I was excited to find this. I've been very intrigued about this line. I think 4-inch is a good way to go for DC figures. We've had plenty of 6-inch figures and things like that in the past. I think Mattel had a 3 3/4-inch line. But this seems kind of more, those were kind of movie oriented, and these seem just kind of like generic, just to get the fun characters we know and love out there, which I think is a good idea. Being tied to a movie is kind of a bummer in case that movie doesn't do well, or eventually those toys kind of go away because the movie is less popular after it leaves theaters and things like that. So this is just kind of an evergreen line that I think Spin Master can just keep churning out characters for, which I think will be a good idea. So anyway, I think it's cool. You have a fun little backdrop of the swamp in the package, and then you have your 3 figures here. You have 3 accessories, looks like 2 katana, and then you have like a maybe grapple gun or something like that, all cast in kind of a translucent green plastic. So that's pretty cool. Packaging, I have to say, I think it looks really good. The black and the gold, very indicative of Batman, of course. You have this cool little like holographic first edition sticker there in the corner, which is kind of neat. Otherwise, your usual kind of safety warnings and things like this on the bottom. You have a cool picture of Batman fighting Killer Croc on that side. More swamp on that side. And then on the back just shows you the 3 figures, which I think look pretty cool. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get this box open, and we'll take a closer look. So here we go. Here are the 3 figures out of the packaging, and of course we got to start with Batman first. He's looking pretty good. You can see he's got mostly a green color scheme with a yellow bat, yellow belt. He has what look to have started out as black boots and gloves, but are now covered in mud from navigating the swamp. He does have I'm trying to think, I guess it's nylon cape. I worry about like how well that'll hold in there. Hopefully it'll be all right. And you can see that they cut a hole in it because obviously there's a peg on his back, so there must be some accessories or armors or something in the future that are going to utilize that. So they wanted to make it so that you didn't have to drape the cape around it or something, which I think is a good idea. That was something that I think Mattel did back for the Justice League Action line, and it worked out pretty well, so I'm glad they decided to stick with that. Or I should say, Spin Master decided to replicate that. I think it's a good idea. But definitely, I think the figure looks good. Nice sculpting, nice detail. The bat on his chest is painted very sharply. I like that. Head can move from side to side. You have really nice ratchet joints. Listen to that. He's got really nice ratchet joints there in the shoulder. Can spin all the way around. Very also tight ratchet joints there in the elbow. Plus the elbow can swivel from side to side. Nothing in the waist, but I don't really think you need it. You can kick forward. You can kick out to the side. You can't really go back because he does have kind of a butt flap. Most figures do. He's got a thigh swivel. He's got nice same joints from the wrist also in the knee. And then it can swivel from side to side as well. And then the lower, from the calf, the shin, the boot, it's all one solid piece. So, but I think that looks good. It's really nice articulation for a figure this size. I don't really need anything in the ankle, I don't think. I don't need anything in the wrist. I don't think that makes sense. Especially when you're at this scale, I feel like it would be irresponsible to try because it would make these pieces of plastic too thin, and I think they would break. So I think that was a smart call. But yeah, Batman looks good. I like him a lot. I'm going to have him stand right there. Take a look at Robin. Also looks really good. Again, mask is painted very nicely. The eyes look good. The hair looks good. He's got pretty much all the same articulation. Head can move side to side. His shoulders are a little bit like freer. They're not really ratchets. I mean, they might still be ratchets, but they don't click as loud, which I think is smart because, again, he's got a thinner arm, so you'd have to be worried about things snapping if those joints were too tight. But otherwise, he's got all the same articulation. I think he looks good. The R on his chest is painted nice. Utility belt's painted nice. The only thing I would say, doesn't Robin not have just a Batman cape? Doesn't he have like his own, like just kind of straight across cape? I'll admit that I probably know more about Marvel than DC, so maybe I'm wrong. But that was the only thing that I just kind of stopped and I thought, he doesn't just have like the same like bat cape at the bottom, does he? Maybe I'm wrong. And it's not a big deal. I don't think it's a problem. It certainly doesn't ruin the figure in any way or anything like that. But I just thought Robin had more of his own kind of straight across cape. But I guess it's easier just to kind of make two of these and give each guy the same cape just from a production standpoint. And like I said, ultimately, I'm fine with it. It's not a deal breaker for me in any way. His seems a little bit thinner because of where it connects, and they had to cut out around the hole in the back. So hopefully these stay on. I hope they don't come out easily over time. But overall, I think both of these figures look really great. But now we got to check out the man of the hour, Killer Croc, if I can get my Robin to stand. And I don't think it's a problem with Robin. It's my inability to pose action figures. I just have to kind of... He seems a little back heavy though, but it might just be maybe if I just kind of put the arms forward. There you go. Just have to distribute the weight. Anyway, back to the man of the hour, Killer Croc. Look at this guy. He looks fantastic. Eyes are painted nice. I like the jaw. The detailing, the scale for the crocodile, that looks fantastic. He's also got the peg in the back. Even though his head is basically built into his neck, he can kind of swivel the head from side to side. He's got a really nice solid joint in the shoulder there. Similar elbow joint to the other two. He's got just the arm is one solid piece, same as the others. But I love that bandage look, and I like his claws. Nothing in the waist, and then his feet are kind of the same thing, where he can kind of, in the hip, he can kick to the side, kick forward, got the thigh swivel, and then it's all... He doesn't have a knee joint. While the others have knee joints, he doesn't, but I think it makes sense. When you're this top heavy, because of just how the character is designed, it makes sense to not give him knees, just to make him a little bit more stable. And also, I think it's a cost-saving measure, because when you have a figure that's a little bit more plastic than the other two, to make him around the same price, you cut corners. And I think taking the knees out was a smart choice because, again, it lends to his stability when standing. And also, he doesn't really miss them, I don't think. So I think that was the right choice. All three of these are really cool. I like this a lot. They also come with some accessories. You have two katana in this translucent fluorescent green. Although mine seems to have some little speck of black on there, but I don't think that's a big deal. So either of the characters should be able to hold them, but I think I'm going to give them both to Robin. I don't know if this is supposed to be Damian Wayne Robin or Tim Drake Robin. I'm leaning towards Damian Wayne, but he does seem a little tall, so I don't know. Could be Tim Drake, although Tim Drake's is usually not this color scheme, right? Then again, it could just be Dick Grayson. I don't know. In any case, I only say I'm leaning towards Damian Wayne because I think he uses katana fairly frequently. And then you have kind of a grappling gun. It doesn't fire. It's one static piece. Just one molded piece of plastic, but still looks pretty cool. We'll go ahead and see if we can get Batman to hold on to this without too much trouble. And there we go. It seems like his arm, it's pretty heavy, I guess, but his arm can hold it up. So yeah, I like these a lot. I'm really excited to see what this line holds. I know there's some vehicles coming out. Vehicles. There's definitely some vehicles on the way. I know there's a Batmobile. I think there's a set where Batman comes with a motorcycle and Clayface, which I found that on Amazon, so I ordered that. That should hopefully be here tomorrow. That sounds really cool. I love Clayface. And I know there's also a line of just kind of Justice League. Like there's a Batman line for all him and his characters and sidekicks and adversaries. And then there is a just kind of DC Justice League in general kind of line that has various heroes and villains. So I think these are going to be something to look out for. I really think they have great articulation for their size. The paint's nice. The accessories are pretty good. I mean, they're not amazing, but I'm happy with them. I think they're fine for what they are. I think the designs are great. I think they're going to be really fun. I think kids are going to love these. Um, I think even someone like Robin, who has like thinner arms and legs, still feels pretty stable, doesn't feel brittle, doesn't feel like it's going to snap at any point. He still feels very solid, which I'm happy about. And yeah, I'm looking forward to collecting these. Now, I don't know what the price individually per figure would be, but this set of three was like 1985 or whatever. I found it at Walmart, so it's Walmart prices. But let's just call it 20. And I think that's fair. I mean, that's a roughly $7 per figure, and I think in today's economy, 4-inch figure with accessories, because I know the individual figures come with like 3 mystery accessories, something like that. So I think $7, maybe $6.99 for one of these figures with 3 random accessories. That's pretty fair. Even $7.99 I think would be okay, but that would be upper echelon. I think about like what I can most compare these to when I think about what's on the market today. I think about like Hasbro Star Wars figures, the old 5 POA ones they used to do for like, I think most recently they did them for Resistance. That line lasted a hot minute and then it was gone. But those were I think $7.99, and they had less articulation, the same or less accessories, and I would say they were pretty much on par as far as paint applications and detail. So if these things come out around $7 to $8 a piece when they're sold singly, I think this is going to be a line to definitely watch. I think these look really cool, really nice attention to detail, paint applications, articulation, accessories, and if we could get some really cool play sets for these, like a really cool Batcave, or even like an Arkham Asylum or something like that, or going to the Justice League, give us a Javelin, give us a Watchtower, things like that. Um, it could be cool. It could really be some excellent potential there, because I feel like you need smaller figures to get into the really good vehicle and playset territory. It's not something you can really do with 6-inch figures. Not that they usually try, but I think these are a good size. I think they're easily collectible, and I'm pretty happy with them so far. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Oh, no, there are no comments anymore. Like, if you like these, give the video a like. How about we'll do that from now on? So yeah, go ahead, give the video a like if you think these are cool. Please share, please subscribe, and hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.